Stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
If President Trump is not able to pass any of these vital reform measures, what happens to the stock market? How low can it go?
Oh, I think that it will have a negative effect. But once again, I'm not going to say, where it's going exactly. I would not be shocked if in October, if our markets are down 25% and gold is up 50%.
That's right. That's Ron Paul talking about gold. You know, right now, the reason that gold and gold mining stocks aren't going up is because of all the cheerleading and all the excitement that is manufactured so that the folks who don't know what they're doing, they feel safe, they feel comfortable, and they get out of safety. They get out of their gold, they get out of their bond market, and they start rushing to the stock market, even though the stock market's already up 256% since 2008. It's amazing. I mean, the way they manufacture this excitement, and it was perfect to set up Trump for failure, because when he came into office and the stock market rallied since, let's say, the first year, about 17%, and then it backed off, and it's been stuck in this 2% range for about 30 trading days. It can't break out. So they tried to, again, remember that creates this excitement. And when you have excitement, then, as they say, people, feel good. And so they're willing to get out and take risk. And therefore, they get away from their gold and bonds, which can be a big mistake. Now, remember that we talk about yields, treasury yields. And people get really confused with it, and your eyes will glaze over talking about it. But it's real simple. Yields are interest rates, just interest rates. Yields, treasuries. Okay, instead of calling it interest, they call it yields. All right, so when you hear the term yields, it means interest. And yields increase. They tend to also signal investor confidence, as I just said. So when yields go higher, because people have confidence, they, again, sell their bonds. And so as yields go up higher and higher and higher, people feel more comfortable. But that is manufactured, and that could take you down. Example. Since all the excitement of Trump and his policies, since he became president, yields or interest rates have risen. Yet all we see is more bad economic news. The ADP number came out today telling us tomorrow there's going to be about 158,000 jobs. The bad news, they're all terrible, lousy jobs. They're all waitress and bartender jobs, no good jobs. But nobody cares. They do not care about the bad fundamentals, the economic fundamentals. So what Yellen did, she had to come up with rotation. She had to rotate. In other words, from the first of the year, as they say, the stock market went up 17%, stopped, pulled back to 15%, and it's been going in that 15 to 17% for quite about over 31 days. So Aunt B, who works for the owners of the private banking cartel called the Federal Reserve, was ordered to try and break out of this tight range we've been in, the 2% range, for over 30 days. So she did three things to try to make the market break out. And this is where people get killed. First thing she did is what they call statistical trickery. What is that? Statistical trickery? Is to make earnings look better than they actually are by about 40%. They changed the accounting rules so that you don't, you can, as I told you earlier in the week, you don't have to report a lot of your expenses. That way your earnings look better. Then what they do is they decide to rotate money out of some sectors and put it in the other. In other words, rotation will, when you rotate or you rotate money out of the big tech stocks, like remember the big FANG stocks? And on June 9th, she decided, because the bank stocks always lead the rallies. They always have. Now, other stocks can lead the rallies, like Facebook and Google and Netflix and Amazon and Microsoft. They can lead, but the problem is when they lead a stock market rally, it's not sustainable. When the bank sector, the financial sector, lead the stock market rally, it's sustainable. It's been that way for 100 years. So she said, no, we'll do. I'm going to turn around and I will force a rotation. I will make sure investors get out of the big tech stocks, get out of Facebook and Google and Netflix and Amazon. And did you see how the market, those stocks just dropped? They dropped about 10% on June 9th. Now, where'd that money go? The money went into the bank stock. So she had everybody put money into the bank stock. So that was all artificial, all directed. And thank God we use our charts, our color-coded charts, because we could see it coming. So a lot of my gang members who were in the FANG stocks, like Facebook and Google and Netflix and Amazon and Microsoft, they could get out early. They made all their profits. They could get out nice and early because they saw on the MV2 where it was changing colors and gave us a sell signal. But also it drove money out of small tech stocks like Intel, the semiconductors, drove money out of gold stocks and gold itself. So the idea was she wanted to financially engineer the rotation of money out of tech, big tech, small tech, out of gold, and push it into the bank stock. And the bank stock soared. The bank stock soared about 10%. The tech stocks dropped about 8%. Gold stocks plunged about 8%. But even so, she failed at this engineering of the stock market because the market did not break out. While the bank stocks soared 10% and the big tech stocks and small tech stocks and gold plunged, the stock market only went up 1.8% and it dropped back. It gave all those gains back. That's a signal something is wrong. But they make sure that nobody hears that signal or sees that signal. They will mask it by cheerleading. So when you have Yellen saying how the stock market, is doing nicely, and you have cheerleading like this.
And we've got a strong performance from the economy.
Economic growth appears to have rebounded.
The stocks have been strong. The global economy is improving.
Dude, that's all cheerleading. That's manufactured. And when you hear that, people get confident and they sell their bonds, which make the yields or interest rates go up. And they have confidence that even though their car payments are going to go up, their student loan payments are going to go up, their home mortgage is going to go up, business loans are going to go up. They've got such confidence from the cheerleading that the economy is doing so well when it's not, that they can absorb the increases on those payments. And it's all manufactured. And it's when it doesn't happen, that's where the problem comes in. That's where the problem comes in. You saw what happened with the housing market. When all of a sudden they couldn't pay their payments anymore, you had a crash. It's the same thing here, as they keep on trying to push the market up through rotation, through cheerleading, saying everything is fine, get out of the bond market, get into stocks, but when their payments are starting to go up. And also don't forget, the government, the interest that they pay on the money they borrow also goes up. This is really dangerous. We'll talk more about this when we get back. 15 past the hour.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil'sGang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time, real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job. Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Phil Grandy here, Phil's Gang Radio Show. To all my listeners in San Francisco, I want to reach out and thank you all for listening on Business Radio KDOW, KDOW 1220 AM. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. When St. Jude finds something that works well with a certain cancer, they share that with everybody. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge. We just have to worry about helping Chandler, and he's just my heart.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, join my gang. It's $39.95. Also, buy the MV2 chart where you can follow me. The chart shows you when institutions are putting their money in and taking their money out before it happens, so you didn't get caught. Here's a good example. Listen to Jim Cramer.
Stock I'm interested in is Lowe's with the restructuring going on, getting rid of all the department managers, and now they're talking about getting rid of all the specialists.
At Home Depot, I think it's doing better, and I like Home Depot, and it's a great play on housing.
That's unbelievable. Cramer recommends Home Depot. This guy wants to buy the stock because of the fundamentals. Both are dead wrong. Let's go back and take a look at Home Depot. So Cramer says, oh, no, Home Depot, go into Home Depot. Really? Let's take a look at it. The market had a rally from about $146 up to about, I don't know, let's say $157. But the key is about a 7% rally. But then it turned red, and it's been red ever since. And the stock has actually dropped from 160.91 down to 151.32. And the chart, it's already down 6%, and he's telling this guy to stay in because of the fundamentals. First of all, the guy that called in said he was going to buy Lowe's because of fundamentals, and he's wrong. The fundamentals don't matter. Look at Lowe's. Who in their right mind would buy Lowe's? The stock market, and again, listen to what he says, why he wants to buy Lowe's.
Stock I'm interested in is Lowe's with the restructuring going on, getting rid of all the department managers, and now they're talking about getting rid of all the specialists.
So he thinks that's going to make the stock go up. That's not what makes stocks go up. Stocks don't go up because of restructuring. Stocks go up because of large tax cuts, which improves incentives to work, to save, to invest. Stocks go up because of earnings growth, dividend payouts, volatility. Or, when you don't have any of that, which we haven't had in 8 years, you manufacture excitement. So when you manufacture excitement, then the yields start going up on your 10-year treasury, the interest rates, and then they start convincing you and selling you that means the economy's terrific. Get out of your safe bonds and start buying stocks. And everybody jumps into stocks. And the more cheerleading, the more the yields go up, the more the payments go up on your car, your house. And the problem is, just like the housing.com, at some point you got to pay these things and you can't pay them anymore. That's when the trouble sets in and the correction occurs. So this guy, he's looking at Lowe's. It's amazing. This thing went up from $82. It turned green at $82, and then it started to turn red around $86. So it went up 5%. And then the institutions started to pull their money out, and it turned red, telling you to get out, keep your 6%, or if you want, sell short Lowe's, because institutions were pulling the money out. And look how it dropped. It dropped from, let's say, $86 down to $76. So this guy would be losing money right now, and he's going, I don't understand. They're doing all kinds of reorganization. They're firing their managers. They're doing this. They're doing that. Shouldn't the stock be going up? No. Stocks go up when money goes in. It's that simple. Stocks go down when money comes out. Who makes the decision if money's going into a stock or money coming out of the stock? It's called the institution. It's called the institution. So Goldman Sachs represents the police and fire union in New York. They will make the decision for the police and fire union if they're going to put money in Lowe's or pull money out. And then they have inside information to know what's going on before it drops. The public, like this guy, he decides oh, this is good. This is good. I'm going to start buying it now because of all the changes they're making. But the smart money they pulled their money out early, way early. And we could see that on our chart because our chart, the algorithms are all designed to identify the minute they're pulling their money out, not later on. And that's why my gang members, they follow me either on my 5 stocks I trade all year, invest in all year, or my exchange traded fund. If they're busy and they're working, just do exactly what I do. At the end of the radio show, I do a nice video and tell you what I'm doing, and you do exactly what I do. When I say get in. When I say add to your position, add to your position. When I say run like hell, you run like hell. You don't have to think about anything. But if you don't have something that's identifying the flow of money in or out, you're going to get killed in a stock market that is totally disconnected from Lowe's. In other words, Lowe's at $76.55. It has nothing to do with its earnings. Not a thing. It has nothing to do with their managers, their reorganization. It has nothing to do with their PE ratio. It has nothing to do with their price to sales, their price to book. It has nothing to do with judging how well their managers are doing. No, it's what kind of return on assets or return on equity the managers are getting. Nobody cares. Those days are gone. No one cares. We have the worst economic news ever, and the stock market keeps going up because no one cares. But one day they're going to have to care, and that day may be coming soon. Now, the reason that the breakout has failed, just think about it. When Trump became president, we had that big rally, 17%, but they can't move. It can't go any further. They've been trying to break it out, and they can't. And so as I told you, what she did, she tried every trick in the book to try to get the stocks to keep going up. She couldn't do it. Why? Because there's uncertainty now. The smart money is saying, wait a minute. We got a problem here. They're uncertain as to Trump getting his big tax cuts through. It's obvious his own establishment, his own Republicans hate him, stabbing him in the back. His own Republicans are not letting his health care go through. So why would we be so lucky to think they're going to let a big tax cut go through? What are you, nuts? Join my gang. I'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Even the experienced traders and investors need to keep learning to stay ahead. philsgang.com provides educational information about Phil's Gang products and services in many different ways. Daily live webinars hosted by Phil Grandy and technical charting experts help you understand and keep up with today's lively markets. Short videos, investing programs, and up-to-the-minute market alerts help you get up to speed with the market using Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charting software. We teach you an investing foundation that you seek to take the first steps towards achieving your personal financial goals. Visit philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Again, that's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money. The hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
People have been convinced that everything is wonderful right now and that the stocks are going to go up forever. It's a new era. I don't happen to buy this. I think the old rules always exist, and there's too much debt and too much malinvestment. The adjustment will have to come.
Okay, but here's the important thing. What he's saying. He's saying everything's fine, everything's great, but where does that come from? That comes from the cheerleading.
We've got a strong performance from the economy.
Economic growth appears to have rebounded.
The stocks have been strong. The global economy is improving.
See? So what they do, just like what she did, think what she just did. She couldn't keep this rally going. So she does her statistical trickery, where now they can put their earnings, report on earnings without, in other words, doing what they call adjustable earnings. In other words, they don't have to include a lot of their expenses so that their earnings look better than they are by about 40%. And then she even went as far as to rotate to make sure that money came out of the big tech stocks and the semiconductors and went into the banking stocks, which shot up big time because the bank stocks always lead stock market rallies, no matter. They always do. Yes, you can have another group. You can have the FANG stocks leading, but it's not going to be sustainable. It's always got to be the bank stocks. So she rotated to make sure the bank stocks went up and the FANG stocks and the semis went down. Now, if you were with me and you had my chart, you would have seen the money coming out of the FANG stocks and the big tech, and you've seen money going into the bank stocks early, and we were in about 3 days before anybody else was talking about it on CNBC or anywhere else. And then what happens is, when they create this excitement, this false sense of excitement, because again, when they make you feel good, you're going to get out of your bonds. And then you're going to start buying stocks. And then interest goes up. Yields go up. See, when you have a bond and you get out and you go to buy a stock, the yield on your bond goes up and your face on the bond price goes down, losing money on your bond. But the yield goes up. And that yield, that interest is what ties to what the government pays when they borrow money. It ties to what you pay on interest when you borrow money. And then everybody is under an illusion not to worry. The interest payments, the higher payments on your car and your mortgages, everything's la-la land. You're going to be able to cover it. But just like the housing market, when it comes to the point, you can't make those increased payments because your wages have not gone up. Then what happens? The market starts to correct. People panic. They start selling their stock. And then what do? The Federal Reserve. They call for QE. They lie to us. They bring in QE, quantitative easing. What is that? That's where they start printing money, and the Federal Reserve, bunch of cockroaches, bunch of gangsters, it's a private company, will start printing money, take the money, and they go start buying bonds. The ones you sold, they start buying them. That drives the yields and the interest back down, so the interest is low. By driving those interest rates down, now they can give us a story and say, oh, this is wonderful. We're driving the interest rates down. That means consumers are going to start buying stuff. And with interest rates low, that means CEOs are going to borrow money at low rates, and they're going to take that money and shove it into their company, and they're going to buy new equipment. They're going to push it in and get new equipment. And that means productivity is going to go up. That means your wages are going to go up. That means you can now start paying your bills. And by the way, because we did QE, your interest rates you couldn't pay, we're going to lower them now. They'll go down because of QE. And your wages are going to go up phenomenal because the CEOs are going to do this. But which has always been a lie. The CEOs don't do that. The CEOs take that cheap money and they buy the stock themselves of the company. They don't ever plow money back into their company for a new machine that would give you $1 an hour raise or $3 an hour raise. They're not going to do. Why would a CEO do that? The CEO would rather go in and buy the stocks so there's less stocks outstanding in which they spread their earnings over fewer stocks. The earnings go up and the stock price goes up and he becomes wealthy. The directors become wealthy. But what about the guy that works in the factory? Nothing. He gets nothing out of it. He still can't make his payments. He's still going broke. And here's the worst thing. Because they print and print and print and print all this money to buy the treasuries to drive the yields back down. When remember, they drove them up to get you excited, to get out of bonds, to go into the stock market, to get out of gold, to go into the stock market. Now they're going to drive them back down. But guess what? The currency, the dollar, starts to fall. And every time you start printing money, the dollar starts falling. Why? The value falls because the more money you print, the less value. And the less value means when you go to the supermarket, when you bought a bottle of milk last month, and you go this month buy that same bottle of milk, you need more units of paper called dollars because the dollar dropped in value. So it hurts the middle class consumer. It hurts the low income earner, the middle income earner. They get screwed. But they're telling, don't worry, we're raising interest, we're lowering interest rates for you, and everything's going to be fine. The only person that's fine is the very wealthy, who 80% of their income is derived from the stock market. The lower income and the middle income person, where does he derive his wealth from? A good job. Good solid pay, gets a pension, gets retirement. That's where his investment is. But those are gone because why? Because the elitists, our owners, the Federal Reserve, make sure we're exporting all our good jobs overseas so they can bring in cheaper labor, so they can get you fired. So when you keep hearing how things are great and yields are going up, and here's the real thing. They're setting up Trump for a huge fall to make him look like a jerk. Because Trump made a big error. He also decided, instead of saying, remember he said I was a big, fat, ugly bubble because of all the reasons I just gave you? All the manipulation to move the yields up so people think things are great and they get out of the bonds and buy stocks? That's how that, and the rates are real, low? Well, guess what? When this market implodes, he now owns it. He's saying it was him who drove the stock market up. He owns it. So they're going to make sure that he never gets his tax bill through. Let me ask you, the Republicans hate him. They never saw a president like him. They hate him. They're jealous of him. And when you have control of the House, you control the Senate, you control the White House, 3 branches of government, and you can't get through a health care bill? When they presented 50 bills to Obama, and they haven't put 1 bill to President Trump? Why do you think we're going to be so lucky that they're going to turn around and the Republican establishment who hates him, who want him just to have 1 term, why do you think they're going to be so lucky they're going to back him with the tax cut? Big tax cut. They're not. So Trump is so worried. What do? He's thinking, boy, on the health care bill, they're going after me because they're saying it's a big tax cut for the rich. That's why it's not passing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to raise the taxes, and anyone who makes $400,000 or more, I'm going to raise it from 39.6 to 44%, so they can't attack me. And then I'm going to make sure that all the middle class get big tax breaks. But here's the thing. He's over. He's gotten screwed. His mistake was to take credit for the stock market. And they're setting this thing up. You watch. This market is going to correct as these yields keep going higher and higher. And this market, that means your interest rate, and people can't make their payments, it's going to collapse, and they're going to point to Trump. And that's how they figure they can get him out of office. So what do you and I do? We want to make money. So when Tesla turned red back in June 8th and June 9th, my gang members were out. Now it's dropped, 20%, 15%? Because people who were buying Tesla would listen to Jim Cramer and listen to the cheerleaders. All you want to look at is money going in or out? That's what I provide. Why don't you join my gang, 877-600-GANG, and follow me on the stocks I'm in. Do exactly what I do. Be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job. Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Hi, Phil Grandy here. I want to reach out and thank all the listeners in the Boston area for listening to Phil's Gang Show on AM 1260, The Buzz.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
I have learned so much.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence in when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job. Join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Phil Grandy here, Phil's Gang Radio Show. To all my listeners in San Francisco, I want to reach out and thank you all for listening on Business Radio KDOW, KDOW 1220 AM.
Put your money to work. Make your investments pay. Listen to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Set up for Netflix going into the quarter, I think, is excellent. That's a stock I want to own. Continue to own.
Can you believe this guy? He says he wants to own Netflix. He wants to continue on Netflix. But guess what? Netflix on 4 days before the crash of June 9th, when all these stocks, the FANG stocks, collapsed. My chart started, remember, the collapse came on June 9th, and my chart turned red on June 5th. So we have a warning to get out. So the money on the way up, you put in your pocket. But then we were out when it crashed. Now he's telling this guy said, I would keep buying this stock. I'm going to stay in. I'm going to buy more. While it's still going down, this may be a good deal at some point. But we won't buy it until when? Until we see the signal, a buy signal. A buy signal. There's no buy signal anywhere to be found. But see, these guys could get in and they got sustaining power. They can take big losses and wait for it to turn around. You can't. And that's why when you have a chart and you're following the flow of money, wait until you get that buy signal. Just like you got out before it crashed and you get in just before it goes up. That's the key. That's the key. See, here's the problem.
What's your view of the current state of the United States economy?
I think the U.S. economy is in very good shape.
Well, the economy is doing very well.
The stocks have been strong.
And we've got a strong performance from the economy.
Really? Now what happens, they're going to convince you. Once they convince the group thinkers of that, and once they're convinced, people will drop their bonds, go to stocks, interest go up even higher, yields go higher because of the excitement. They know they got you. But here's the problem. The stocks won't sustain themselves. They can't sustain themselves. Now, that's okay. If those stocks start going up, let's be in them. as money's going in. But let's make sure we got a buy signal. But the key is, let's get out before they collapse. But the problem is, as these stocks go up on all this excitement and people start finding out it's not true, and they know now that the interest rates are going up and their car payment's up $100 extra a month or $50 extra a month, and they can't pay for it, they can't pay, and all their other payments are going up on everything they have, their MasterCard, their all the other credit cards, their automobile, their student loan. All of a sudden they have to throw the towel in, and that's when the market starts to correct. But then the rich, the wealthy, who creates that bubble, who created that excitement, these are the bubble makers. These are the bubble masters who own the Federal Reserve, who should be shut down. These guys should go to jail. They did that on purpose to create that bubble, and you fall for it. Now they say, oh, we're going to bring in QE. We're going to print money and drop those interest rates down for you. We're the good guys. And what happens? They borrow money at zero interest to buy stocks. But guess what? Everybody else is broke. And that's also, now the stock market starts going up by what we call quantitative easing. They keep printing and injecting, and the 1 percentile, 80% of their income from the stock, they get wealthier and wealthier and wealthier, and so don't the CEOs get wealthier. Not that their companies are doing better, not that their earnings are doing better, it's just that their stocks are doing better without even have to have more sales. A stock at $10 the next month can be at $30, but their sales went down. Their profits went down, but their stock could have went from $10 to $30 because it has nothing to do with their company anymore. So that's why if you're going to invest, please follow me. Try it. $39.95 a month. I haven't changed that price in 18 years. All I ask, if you make money, please remember St. Jude. Just send them $19 a month, only if I help you make money. They have a special program, Partner in Hope program. So you're going to be part of a special community of monthly donors who are committed to saving children with cancer. I know all about it because my son has cancer. And these kids, because you send that $19 a month in, and I'm going to help you with that $19 a month. I don't want you to send that $19 a month unless you made money from what I teach you. You follow me in my stocks. That money that's sent $19 a month, that means that every family, they never receive a bill for treatment, for housing, for food, for nothing. Think how wonderful that is. It's incredible. So let me reach out to you. You reach back to St. Jude only if you make money. So your total investment in yourself is $39.95. And then if you want to pick up the chart, the color-coded chart, that's another $29.95. That's it. That's it. And the key is, if you're so busy, say, Phil, I don't have time to do it, that's not an excuse. Because when you become 70 years old and you got $25,000 in your retirement account, you're going to go, oh, my God, what am I going to do? You see, I remember this guy used to tell me, I was 50 years old, I heard him on the radio, tell me, I better get going, I better start making some money in the market, so I'm going to just follow him. I should have just followed him. I should just follow Phil. So whatever the 5 stocks that Phil has that he's in all year long, I'm going to follow him on his 5 stocks, do exactly what he does. It'll take me 2 minutes a night. I just got to look at the video. He does a video after his radio show. I'm going to do exactly what he does, nothing else other than what he does. And that's as simple as it is. Look, this QE4 is coming, and Trump is setting himself up for a huge fall. Believe me, he is. So, look, he's going to be blamed for the stock market crash. Because they're not going to let him. Remember, the Republicans, his own party, are going to stab him in the back. They hate him. They want him out. They don't want him in there for a second term. They're jealous of him. He's not like any other president. He speaks his mind. He's successful. He doesn't fill the pattern. That's what they hate. He's not the typical president. That's what they hate. They want a politician. They don't want a leader. And when someone starts making waves, it's like you go into a place to work, and all of a sudden you're producing more than the 5 guys that have been there. You're the new guy. You're producing more than them. They gather you at lunch and punch you out and say, you better slow down because next time we'll really punch you out. You're making us look bad. That's exactly what's going on. He did more than anybody else, any other president in 100 days. And they don't like this. They know he can't be bribed. And they also know, remember, these politicians, these congressmen, remember how they get reelected. the CEOs of companies and the 1 percentile. They make so much money in the stock market, they can take that money and they can go and buy these congressmen. They influence the legislation that benefits them. So it's all control. So all you need to know, don't try to figure out the market. Don't listen to a guy who says, Netflix, I'm going to hold on, I'm going to buy it. When it's going down, follow me and get in when it starts turning green on the chart. Doesn't that make sense? So all this thing has turned out to be as a big confidence game. That's all it is. It's our owners, the elitists, who drive the narrative that drives the excitement and confidence that drives the yields higher, knowing the economy will not grow enough to cover the rate hikes, the higher payments. They've convinced you that it will. And that's why they get out of their bonds and goes into stocks. See? And that's when they bring in the con, the QE. Oh, don't worry, we're here to save you. We'll drop these interest rates. We'll do QE, print money, and buy bonds and drop those. We'll buy $85 billion a month in bonds and drop those interest rates right back down so you can afford your payments. But you're broke. You're going broke. The only ones that make money is once they drop those payments to zero, then the rich get that money. They invest it in the stock market or stock buybacks, and the stocks start going back up. It's just it's all trickery. It's all trickery. Listen to this.
Congresswoman Waters.
Remember I told you Waters is probably one of the most corrupt? She is on the banking committee, and it's one of the most important committees, and she's a fraud. Listen to this.
Congresswoman Waters is a confirmed expert on the question of housing, especially her own housing. Consider where she lives. In a 6,000 square foot, $4.3 million mansion in one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in Los Angeles. Now, how'd she afford a place like that?
Well, I'll tell you how she afforded it. While she was on the banking committee, her husband would go and sit on boards of these banks that were starting to fall apart, that needed loans, needed money. And her banking committee, she would get loans to these banks that her husband would go in and buy a big, massive amount of shares. And then she'd get through the loan to go to that bank, and then the stock would rally, and they made a fortune. That's why how's a person who says that Putin has attacked Korea last week live in a $6 million house? What are you, nuts? Join my gang right now, 877-600-GANG. Follow me on my chart. The color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell. Do it right now.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.